All right, good morning, good morning. Whoa. Welcome in to the Out of Bounds Show. I'm your host, Bo Bounds. We would love for you to go to Apple Podcast or Spotify, search Out of Bounds with Bo Bounds, and hit the subscribe button. We are ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Jackson's New Orleans Saints, after celebrating like they won the Super Bowl against my Dallas Cowboys, they have now dropped three in a row. And they're 2-3. So we need the Saints to get back rolling. Really needed them to hang on in that Philadelphia Eagles game. It just, goodness. So they ran into a buzzsaw last night with Kansas City, being at Kansas City and 5-0. They play Tampa Bay this weekend. Tampa Bay will be in New Orleans all week because of the hurricane hitting Tampa Bay. I think they flew out yesterday. And so they'll have to, when an NFL team comes in, you got to set up for 6 days. It'll be a lot going on. But, they'll be going. Oh, I need to put Ole Miss on the set. Is a 27-3 win over a bad South Carolina team good enough to get them back on the set? Okay. All right. So Ole Miss will be back on. I didn't put them on the set right now. If you want to watch the show right now, you get to see all the helmets on the set. They're really pretty. I guess I need to take South Carolina off. They played awful. And Shane Beamer, going fake punt on your side of the field, brilliant, against a team that's better than you and has a better coaching staff. And then they're driving the ball down the field early in the game. The game's still, nobody knows what's going to happen. Lenore Sellers starts, and then they decide to put Robbie Ashford in. And they run a zone read, and they fumble, and they give the ball to the Ole Miss Rebels. So one thing after another, and then he didn't take a run off? Is that right? Going into halftime? And everybody was kind of confused on that. Beamer looked real confused in the post game, but you tell me. Here's my theory on a lot of this, and I think y'all know this. And we are the Out of Bounds Show, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue, the official healthcare provider of the Out of Bounds Show. When you got that many people on staff, you got to do better. You have to do better.
It's like 90 people over there. You can have how many analysts now? Unlimited?
Oh, unlimited. You can have Joe Judge is an analyst, and because he's been in the NFL under Belichick, and he's he didn't need to be a Power 5 head coach, but he is a football savant and definitely is an unbelievable special teams coordinator in the NFL. Among other things, he could be in NFL and college. He is right beside Lane Kiffin on the sideline, giving him all the numbers that they have. Shane Beamer went for it on his side of the field against an Ole Miss team that is light years better and better coached. Then he decided to throw in Robbie Ashford, who's, not that good, and ran the zone read and fumble. It was just one gift after another. So we'll have to move the Ole Miss helmet back on the set and the LSU helmet for the next segment. Now, I've got some new Tito's swag. If you want to win it, you need to go to YouTube and watch the show right now and comment what piece of Tito's swag I'm wearing.
Nice.
And also what swag I have in my house. I'll be waving it every couple of minutes. And then we'll put together a Tito's swag bag for you. They just dropped off new stuff. It's all awesome.
It's
but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
No.
I think it's pretty obvious when you turn on, when you go to YouTube and search Out of Bounds Sports. But you got 20 minutes left in this segment, don't they, Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes left to go in this segment. And so...
if you don't get it, it's on you.
Yeah, all right, YouTube.
Boom.
Search Out of Bounds Sports. And if you want to rip off some of the helmets on the set, that's how you enter, and you could win. But you can tell me what I'm wearing on YouTube, right? They can post on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, there's a comment section.
There's a comment section on our YouTube page where you can say, hey, Bo, I see this from Tito's or this from Tito's. That's how you enter, and then you could win this Tito's swag bag. We've got several boxes of great-looking stuff. And, I mean, I love this. They've never dropped this off.
That's great.
So I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm wearing something and holding something. So go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. We would love for you to hit subscribe. And in the comment section, tell us what you see Tito's wise.
I love that thing. I love that.
How about that?
That thing's so great.
All right. And Jackson's all excited because he's going to have some more swag.
Fact. Man, right in time for the season.
Do you have any, it's Chevy Chase's birthday. Do you have any Chevy Chase, legendary, Caddyshack, Saturday Night Live, Vacation, Fletch? What would be my favorite? I think Fletch is my favorite. It's really tough between Vacation, Fletch, and Caddyshack. And Christmas Vacation is amazing because you got to watch it every year, sometimes twice over the holidays. You with a good Tito's White Russian and that whatever that jacket is that you're wearing.
Yeah.
What exactly is that?
Some Nike fisheye jacket.
Who?
A fisheye. It's like the fisheye polka dot type deal.
It looks like something that you would wear to a Fish concert.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Because most people have fisheye.
Or a Grateful Dead concert in 1976.
Yeah. I'll take it. I love the jacket.
Yeah. And it's a Nike?
Nike. Yeah, got a good little fleece.
Is it like part of their skateboarding line?
It is. That's a good question. It's probably like an oversized girl's jacket.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Are you wearing a female jacket?
No, I'm not. Not today.
Okay.
I will if I see a good one. If there's a good one and it's a good color.
It's all pastel colors.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Pastel.
It's pink, blue, and purple.
Yeah.
Lots of pink, lots of blue, lots of purple. Very pastel-y.
It is fishy.
It looks like something in one of those 80s movies one of the female actors would have worn.
You'd be so proud of me for watching an 80s movie last night.
Did you?
Yes. I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont. It had been a while.
It's a great movie.
It's great. I mean, it was phenomenal.
I'm glad that you watched that.
I knew you would be. When I saw it on Netflix, I was like, you know what? He'd be really proud of me for watching this. So I just cut it on while I smashed a Frosty.
You smashed a Frosty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time?
About 11:30.
11:30.
Long day.
Was the girlfriend asleep?
She was asleep, in and out of sleep because of how loud I was chewing. But other than that, yeah.
How loud you were what?
Chewing. She was,
chewing your Frosty?
Yeah. The fries that I dip, I'd take a handful of fries and get a handful of Frosty and just stuff it in my mouth.
You were eating fries and a Frosty at 11:30 last night.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
From Wendy's.
Teeing off. 2 Frosties. 2 of the little guys.
Did you have 2 Frosties?
Yeah, I mean, it was a necessity at that point. Well, I had to have one that goes with the fries, and then I had one by itself.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I want to enjoy a Frosty by itself, but also need.
Were you eating in the bed?
Yeah.
Good Lord, what the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, it was great. And there's nothing better than that.
Yeah. Wow.
Just me, Frosty fries, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's a big time W in my book.
Nick says that Fast Times at Richmond High has been paused at a certain scene more than any other movie ever. I think you're right, Nick.
No doubt.
I think you are.
That and Christmas Vacation.
You will? Okay.
There's a scene, yeah.
The Out of Bounds Show is driven by your next John Deere tractor. From any Ag Up equipment dealership, John Deere, America's Tractor, agup.com to find a retail location nearest you. The text line, 601-885-3776. And we've got the YouTube channel rolling, search Out of Bounds Sports. And we're giving away a Tito's swag bag if you can name the Tito's stuff up here on. Well, if you've got to enter, it depends on how that all goes in the comments section on our YouTube page. Search Out of Bounds Sports. Hey, do you have Chevy Chase? All right, what do you have? Fletch.
Ted Nugent.
Now, how long have you had these pains, Mr. Barber?
No, that's Babar.
2 B's?
1B. B-A-B-A-R.
That's 2.
Yeah, but not right next to each other. I thought that's what you meant. Oh, it's me, Dr. Rosenpenis. I'm just here to check
Dr.
out
who?
Danwick's file. Dr. Rosen, and I'm here to get to the records room. It's Dr. Rosen. I want to check the
Dr.
records
who?
room. It's Dr. Rosen.
No, John who?
John Cocktoe Stone.
It's a beautiful name.
Well, it's Scotch Romanian.
It's an odd combination.
Yeah, well, so are my parents.
What kind of a name is Poon?
Comanche Indian. Bye.
And I'm sorry, who are you again?
I'm Frida's boss.
I think it was funny that he
Who's
said
Frida?
Scotch Romanian. I'm Scotch Romanian. Have you ever used that?
I will now. Because, I mean, I feel like there's a time and a place to drop that, and I feel like I'm in that time and place a lot.
Blake says Uncle Eddie is my role model. He's talking about Christmas Vacation. Or maybe something else. But Scotch Romanian. Fletch was, if I watched it once growing up, I watched it 100 times. Unbelievable. We're live in the BankPlus Studio, Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue, the official healthcare provider of the Out of Bounds show. Chevy Chase was a huge Lakers fan. Huge.
Was he?
He became famous in the late 70s. He hit it right in the time in the 80s when what happened? Pat Riley, Jerry Buss, Pat Riley, Magic Johnson, Kareem, James Worthy eventually from North Carolina, Kurt Rambis, Byron Scott, and all the guys for the Lakers were going up against the Celtics, and I know the 76ers won one. I'm trying to think, did anybody else still won? Oh, later in the 80s, the Pistons did with Isaiah Lambeer, Rodman, and Joe Dumars and Vinny Microwave Johnson. But I'm listening to John Sally, but yeah, I think I got most of the players.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase, huge Lakers fan.
Of course.
Do you think he partied with Magic Johnson in the 80s?
I would, yeah. So those parties are probably quite notable with people. I mean, the people there were probably what do you think? B+ list, A- listers.
Chevy?
I think that was all A+.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what in the world was.
Well, think about it. All right, no phones.
Oh,
Now you're already questioning a lot of the celebrity parties.
Absolutely.
You know, with what's happened here recently.
sure.
Now, I want you to think about 1981, 82, 83, L.A. No phones, no internet, no social media. And what all went down up in the hills, Beverly Hills, Manhattan Beach, Hollywood, West Hollywood, and so on. Think about those parties. I mean, it's already a group that's driven by excess and entitlement,
To the max.
right? Can you imagine what it was like to party with Chevy Chase and Magic Johnson in 1983?
I mean, everything goes, right? What do you?
Absolutely.
I don't know if anything that's off limits.
No.
Not in L.A.
No. Nick says on the agup.com text line, hot take, original Vacation was far superior to Christmas Vacation. It also had one of those pausable scenes, too.
Well, it had to.
Let's ask our listeners, did you ever pause
Yeah.
Vacation or Christmas Vacation or Fast Times at Richmond High? The agup.com text line is 601-885-3776. TJ text in, did someone say Chevy Chase's birthday? My outfit today fits them. He's wearing a Chase for Chase Manhattan Bank pullover. It actually looks like a cool golf
It does.
shirt. How funny is it that he wore that?
Dedication, man.
And yeah,
It was in dedication.
He didn't even know it till we said it. Blake says, I'm going to go home. I'm going to have to go home and put some Chevy Chase on while I work today. I think that's a good call.
Smart man.
I'm watching Fletch later today. 6'5", 6'9" with the afro. Do you remember that line in Fletch? Chevy Chase. He always had his, was it the Kareem jersey that he was wearing? No way. I think it was. I don't think it was Magic. I actually think he was wearing the Kareem jersey. Andrew says, I paused the Fast Time scene so much I burnt a hole in the tape. See, Jackson doesn't remember VHS tapes.
Oh, I remember, man. I had my 2003 Home Run Derby on there, so I watched it like 1,000 times.
Oh, you taped the 2003
I taped
MLB Home Run Derby?
I taped every Home Run Derby.
Who? So was it Bonds?
No, Bonds wasn't in there. He may have been in there. Giambi was in there. I think Giambi won.
Was McGuire done at that point?
Done at that point.
Okay,
yeah.
so Jason Giambi.
He was raking.
Is this before he goes to the Yankees from the A's?
Still with the A's. Yeah.
Okay, still.
I got a bat from the A's. Chad Bradford.
He was from down here, and he's in the book Moneyball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they feature Chad Bradford from Mississippi in the book Moneyball, as far as Billy Bean and so on.
That's right.
Identifying him as a guy who's really inexpensive, but who just gets people out.
That's what he did.
Yeah, and he threw from the ground.
Oh, man.
His knuckles almost ran up against the dirt.
Oh, there were times.
It was serious.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. I don't know how in the world he did it, but he sent me a bat.
It's pretty awesome, is what it is.
It was incredible. But he sent me a bat, an Oakland A's bat.
He did?
Yeah. So I was very fond of, at the time, of the Oakland A's. So I was rooting for Giambi, man. So it was cool to see it. Because I had my nice little MLB wooden bat. I still have it somewhere. I know it's at the house. Got the Oakland A's a little etched into it. It was really cool. I was like 12.
Okay.
Yeah. But I taped all of them.
I did not. So you got. Did you just write him or something, or did you know Chad Bradford?
Knew him through my brother-in-law and him. They played ball together growing up, and they played ball in college together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had an in, and did that kind of make you an A's fan for a minute?
For just a second, it did. Yeah. I mean that and they had some heat going through Oakland at that time with like Barry Zito and Tim Hudson was out.
Oh,
there.
Billy, before he'd get rated like I guess every year, every other year, but they would go on those runs where they won a ton of games.
They won 100+ ball games,
and then the big boys would come in and pick who they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Chad Bradford from South Jackson.
Is it? It was cool.
Where was it? Terry?
Was it?
Or was it Byram? Or is it another spot? If our listeners know, hit us up on the text line. 601-885-3776. Byram?
Byram.
So that's Byram's finest.
Oh, I mean, exit 85.
How did you know that? That's incredible.
Exit 85. Or Bradford. 85.
Well, I know you just Googled Bradford.
Oh, yeah,
That's fine. I don't.
Exit 85? Oh, man.
Did he play at Byram High School?
He played at Raymond.
He played at Raymond. Okay. I don't even know how that's cut up down there as far as, so you can live in Byram but go to Raymond? I don't.
No way. He's a Central Hines kid?
Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow, Central Hines.
Was he?
Yes.
No way.
Yep.
No.
We'll have to ask Josh Raggio with Raggio Mercantile Shop. My God.
Renfrow was a Central Hines kid? No.
Renfrow was a Central Hines kid. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I remember John Cohen coming on the show and talking about how Lane Burroughs was jumping up and down on the table to take him. And they slow played it, and he was packing up to go to Meridian Community College. About to drive up there, I guess, with his parents. And they called. And they said, we'll take you.
That's wild.
You think that worked out for Mississippi State?
Tad bit.
I mean, it worked out for Hunter Renfrow, too, because Hunter talked about on the show in studio how after his second year he got with Cohen in the offseason, worked in the cage nonstop to be able to have that All-American junior year that he had. Copiah Academy, not Central Hines. So
same league.
Oh, they may be in the same division in MAIS. Yeah. I can't remember all those, how it's all tiered out because it changes every year. So Hunter.
That's incredible.
What?
That's wild.
Hunter Renfrow went to Copiah. Tanner Leggett to Central Hines. He's the one that had the walk-off against the Texas Longhorns. I was there.
I can't believe
in the College World Series that drove State to the National Championship Series against Vanderbilt. Where did Bradford go?
Central Hines.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, Hillcrest, when I was growing up, it was Hillcrest. And then I think what happened was maybe Copiah and Central Hines over the years started getting those kids. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But David Heyman and that whole class, Heyman played and started at Mississippi State for years.
Right.
All right. So that whole class, Hillcrest was really good. And then I guess things change. Usually you have they had some kind of headmaster or something that made them grow. And so they pulled from probably a 20-mile radius down there.
Yeah.
Tough kids, all that. And they were really good basketball, baseball. I think they maybe had their moments in football, but I can't remember. But Heyman and that crew drove the whole Hillcrest thing. And then I don't even know if is Hillcrest.
It's alive.
No, it's not.
Hillcrest? Oh, it's still booming.
No, I think did it turn into another school?
No way.
I'm going to have to ask.
Hillcrest is out there booming. In their own respects, but yeah, they're booming.
This guy knows his MAIS divisions. Copiah is higher division than Central Hines. Boom. Hillcrest is not Hillcrest anymore, trust me, according to Bradley. Good morning, welcome in. We are the Out of Bounds Show. That was one of the best segments we've done. God, that was fun. Chevy Chase and Chad Bradford and Hunter Renfrow and Tanner Leggett, and I can't remember who else we named. But it was awesome. The show is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. The official healthcare provider of the Out of Bounds Show, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. They want you to get on your feet. Exercise, walk, get outside, take care of yourself. We're live in the BankPlus Studio. The Out of Bounds Show is driven by your next Nissan Pathfinder or Nissan Rogue, which is the crossover. At Cannon Nissan in Jackson, Detillier at 8:30.